everybody. Baxter and I are back with this week's Read Aloud. This week is a nonfiction book, and I am going to be reading School Around the World. Remember, this week, as I read a nonfiction book, we are going to be talking about author's purpose. And remember, it's all about pie. So P standing for in pie is to persuade, or to when the author tries to convince the reader to believe what he or she is saying. The I in pie stands for inform. When the author gives you information, remember that is the author gives you information about a topic in nonfiction books. So the author's purpose is always for nonfiction is to inform the reader about a topic. And then the E stands for entertain. So that's when the author tells us a story that we will enjoy, and those are our fiction books. Those are to entertain us for fun. So this week, as we are looking at nonfiction books, be thinking about, again, it's all about pie. The author's purpose is to inform you when we are reading nonfiction books. All right. Okay, now I'm going to read School Around the World. Remember, on our nonfiction books, one of the nonfiction text features is the table of contents. So that is our first page that tells us the topic and what page that we find that on. So we are going to be reading about different schools around the world in the United States, Canada, Australia, China, Mexico, Japan, Kenya, Space School, and then we're going to be looking at a map. School around the world. Somewhere in the world right now, children are in school. Some adults are in school too. We have school in Africa, school in China, school in Thailand. From the time they are born, people start learning. School is a great place to do it. Any place where teachers teach and people learn is school. In school, people learn to read and write. They learn to add, subtract, and multiply. They learn about the world and how it works. They learn music, sports, and all sorts of skills such as keyboarding, cooking, and painting. United States. Most children in the United States begin school when they are about 5 years old. They go to school through high school and then graduate when they are 17 or 18. Sometimes they go to college or a trade school after that. That is where they learn the skills they need to get a job. Some children also go to special schools to learn things that are not taught in regular schools. They might go to a karate school or music school, or they might go to school that teaches about religion or culture. All children in the United States must go to school. Sometimes their school is at home. These children are homeschooled by their parents or other friends and family. This child is learning Jewish history and language at Hebrew school. Canada. School in Canada is a lot like school in the United States. 5 days a week, children get up in the morning and get ready for school. The day starts in the morning and goes into the afternoon. Children study reading, writing, math, science, and more. There is one big difference. In Canada, there are 2 official languages. People speak English and French. Children learn both languages in school. Australia. School in Australia is a lot like school in the United States and Canada. Children study the same kinds of things, but some children live in a dry central part of Australia where not many people live. This area is called the Outback. Children in the Outback might go to school online. They listen to their teachers and send their work through a computer. This is called School of the Air. China. Children in China go to school too. They study the same kinds of things that children study in other countries. but their school day is often longer. They also go to school 6 days a week instead of 5. Their only day off is Sunday. In China, children do not use letters to read and write. They use characters. Characters are like small pictures. Each character stands for a word. The characters are written in columns from the top down. Right here, as these are the Chinese characters for school. Mexico. Children in Mexico must also go to school, but they only have to go from grades 1 through 9. Going to school is easy to do in large cities. Many small villages do not have schools. Children there do not always have a chance to earn an education. In some places around the world, children earn letter grades for their work. An A is given for the best work, and F means failing. In Mexico, grades are given as numbers 1 through 10. A 10 is the best work, a 0 to 6 is failing. Japan. School in Japan can be hard work. Free play is not usually part of school. Children eat lunch in the classroom with their teacher. They also clean the classroom. The children wipe the desks and walls. They even sweep the floor. School in Japan lasts most of the year, with 1 month off in the summer. In Japan, children are expected to work as hard as they can and learn many things well. Kenya. In Kenya, many children walk to school. They must get up early to get to school on time. It is their job to arrive before the teacher does so they can get the classroom ready. The students study many things. They even study hygiene or learning to keep themselves clean. They also study languages. Students may study 3 different languages in one day. The school gives the students their lunch. Some students go home after lunch. Other students pay extra money to attend school after lunch. Space school. Astronauts have traveled into space for many years. Some astronauts even live in space for long periods of time. They study the effects of space on living things such as plants and people. Space is a kind of school for them. Someday, whole communities may live in space. Then children might go to school in space. Maybe they will replace their backyards with jetpacks and fly to school. Children may even take a field trip to Mars. In the future, every class might be an adventure. And on the map, can you find all the places in this book? So up here, we have Canada, we have the United States, Mexico, we have Kenya's all the way over here, part of Africa, we have China, Japan, and Australia. Bring wherever you are in the world, chances are good that at the end of the school day, a bell rings. That sound tells you school is over for the day. Bring. Time to pack up your books and go home. Tomorrow will be a new day for learning. Goodbye. Here at the end of the book, all of those key words that you see in bold print here as we saw as we were reading the book throughout is another text feature for nonfiction books. And remember that at the end of every nonfiction book is a glossary. Those words that are your key words that are in bold print throughout the book are placed in alphabetical order, and then the meaning or the definition of that word is given. Your task today is to fill out the author's purpose of Schools Around the World. Remember, Schools Around the World is a nonfiction book, and remember looking at PI, it's all about PI. P standing for persuade, I standing for entertain, and I standing for inform, and E standing for entertain. Remember, nonfiction books are all about informing you, so you are going to go ahead and put the author's purpose down here in this space, which is to inform, and give those 3 details. What is the author informing you about in schools around the world? There are also 2 more parts that go along with this, and that is answering the question, what is your favorite subject in school, and why is it your favorite? So again, writing that paragraph with that topic sentence, your 3 reasons why whatever subject is your favorite, and then having that wrap-up sentence. And the last part of the task is to draw a picture of your school with a caption to go with it, and tell 3 facts about your school. So 3 facts about Hamblin. Remember, when you are drawing a picture here, you are also going to create a caption that goes along with it. Captions are found in our nonfiction books, and captions explain what's happening in a picture, or gives us more information about a picture. So for example, this picture right here has a caption right next to it. It says, "Children everywhere study hard and take pride in their work." And there's a picture that matches that caption. So you are going to draw a picture of Hamblin, and then a caption to go along with that for the last task here. Remember, if you get stuck or have any questions, have Mom and Dad either email myself or Mrs. Norling, and we will help get you unstuck. Right, see you later.